Brandon Gibbs and Julia Trubkina's relationship wasn't a good match, and the trailer for 90 Day, The Last Resort, shows she was unfaithful to him. In the trailer for 90 Day, The Last Resort Season 2, Julia Trubkina reveals she cheated on Brandon Gibbs, and this shouldn't be surprising given their past issues. Julia, from Russia, first met Brandon from Virginia, United States, through a mutual friend. She fell in love with him and appreciated the effort he made to visit her from his hometown. Eventually, Brandon proposed to Julia in Iceland and filed for her K-1 visa to marry him. The couple decided to share their story with the world by participating in 90 Day Fiancé Season 8, which premiered in December 2020. Unlike other cast members, Julia and Brandon didn't experience many cultural differences. Rather, they encountered family drama, such as Julia struggling to connect with Brandon's parents, Ron and Betty Gibbs. Over time, Julia grew weary of constant interference from her in-laws and began to voice her complaints. She also didn't enjoy living on the farm and hoped to find a new home in the city. Fortunately, the family tension eased after Brandon and Julia tied the knot. They ultimately decided to move away from the farm and live independently of Ron and Betty. Brandon and Julia's problems appear to stem from their incompatibilities. The Virginia native grew up in a traditional household on his family farm and became accustomed to the quiet lifestyle with no desire to move away. On the other hand, Julia, a former go-go dancer, came to the United States with high hopes and aspirations, wanting to live in a big city and feeling disconnected from farm life. Despite their deep love for each other, Brandon and Julia didn't have the same ambitions. This led to frequent arguments about their living situation until they eventually left the farm. Julia took a long time to establish a stable relationship with her in-laws and even longer to convince Brandon not to have children. In 2022, Julia faced a significant deportation scare and Brandon couldn't do much about it. She lost her legal documents and shared her distress on her social media. Despite moving to a new house, Brandon and Julia's problems persisted. They had several disagreements on different 90 Day Fiancé spin-offs, exposing their incompatibilities. In the last 2 years, Brandon and Julia have faced multiple rumors of a split, indicating they may need marriage counseling. The 90 Day Fiancé Instagram recently announced the premiere of 90 Day, The Last Resort Season 2. The trailer showed Brandon and Julia checking into a luxury resort and talking to a therapist. While some viewers were shocked to see Brandon and Julia join 90 Day, The Last Resort, others felt they deserved to be on the show. The couple had dealt with the same issues for a long time and needed therapy to help them resolve their problems once and for all. Brandon and Julia made the right choice by joining the 90 Day, the last one.